Here's how you're going to navigate through your Lesson 1. Lesson 1 includes 5 graphemes, R, T, N, I, and L. This is the only lesson that is going to include 5 letters. All of the other lessons in the 80-lesson program will introduce only one new grapheme at a time. They are all introduced in the order that those sounds appear in English print. Your first page is going to be your new sight word. Learn Reading considers true sight words as words that break typical phonetic patterns at the time that an emerging reader would encounter those reading rules. We want to teach our students that these words must be recognized as pattern breakers. Some of the word can be decoded, but not all of it. They have to know that about that word going into it. So we circle these sight words to teach them to identify these words as different. So the new word for this lesson is the. They're going to go through and circle every time they see the word the and say it as they circle it. The next page is where they are taught the new grapheme. In this case, they are taught 5 new graphemes. A grapheme, by the way, is a letter or set of letters that represents a sound. And that sound is what we are working on this page. They're going to tap each grapheme while they say its sound, concentrating, focusing on that mouth shape. On this page, they are working on their phonemic awareness skills, or being aware of all of the phonemes within a spoken word, all of those tiny little units of sound, because reading is more of an auditory experience than a visual one. And it's essential that they hear, identify, discriminate between all of those tiny little units of sound within the word. So on this page, they're going to find the specified sound within each word. Now on this new words page, they get to begin reading right away. We do this by teaching pencil reading. They're going to dot each sound, and then they're going to connect those dots or those sounds slowly all in one breath to blend those sounds together into a word. Then those little numbers underneath each sound is where they're going to turn to the sentences page, find that word on the sentences page, and underline it. On the vocabulary word page, we're doing just that. We're developing vocabulary. Do you know what all of these words mean in just lesson 1? After they discover the meaning, they're going to draw a picture of the meaning of that word, and then they're going to hop over to the sentences page and put a box around it. In your lesson, there are 2 full pages of these word cards. They're paired word cards so that you can use them in games and activities. This is going to help them practice fluency and read with confidence, and it throws a lot of fun into the lesson as well. And then here is the sentences page. They will have already circled all of the true sight words, underlined all of the new words, and boxed all of the vocabulary words. So when they get to this page, it's not a bunch of scary words on a page. It's a bunch of words that they have already read. They can see that they have already successfully read almost every word on this page. They're going to read each sentence once, then they're going to draw a picture of it to really solidify the comprehension and really help them understand what's happening within the sentence. Then they're going to go and reread it again, and you and them are going to be so happy and surprised when you hear how well they read it that second time. And beginning in lesson 11 through lesson 80, there also are going to be stories. All of the sentences and stories have carefully controlled text. So they are never asked to read a word that they have not been taught how to read. This obliterates their dependence upon guessing.